Hey everybody, this is Therapy with Lauren and I'm Lauren. So I'm going to talk about a very specific strategy for preventing your young child from having a temper tantrum. So when you know your child is getting agitated, and you can tell because you know your kid best, right? You can tell when this has the potential to become a major meltdown. What I want you to do is use your very, very best imaginative, creative interaction and play with them. You're going to engage them in some wacky, silly, imaginative interaction, because children love imagination and play. And if you can ignite that part of their brain, it's the prefrontal cortex, it's the part that gets imaginative and creative and can think abstractly, then you're going to decrease the chances that the emotional center of their brain, the amygdala, is going to get charged up and revved up and go. Right? So if we can ignite and capture their imagination and their attention in that way, then we're going to bypass the emotional outburst. And I actually just did this with my 4-year-old this morning. She was coming over to me asking if she could watch another TV show, but I had just told her that after that one she was watching, she had to turn it off. And she came over and she asked, and I could tell, I could hear it in her voice, that she was going to have a fit if I said no. So I've practiced this and gotten pretty good at it. And what I did in the moment was I quickly made up a scenario. And I said, wait a second, I need the biggest piece of watermelon that you've ever seen right now. I'm really hungry. Can you get that for me? And she quickly bought into it. And I said, oh, wait, pretend that the counter right there is your kitchen counter and you're going to grab a big watermelon and cut it up. And so she did just that. She pretended to grab a watermelon and cut it up, and she hands it to me. And then I very excitedly received it. And I said, wow, it's the best watermelon I've ever had. And I slurped it up and I said, I'm going to spit out the pits, because that I knew would be funny and made her laugh. So I pretended to spit out the pits on the floor. And we kept going and going. So I quickly engaged her in this imaginative play, right? And so the more you do it, the better you get at it. And it's really good for you to practice creative play with your children anyhow. We want to engage them in that kind of interaction where they're using their imagination, especially now with so many devices at our fingertips. It's really easy to let our kids just get distracted and engaged in devices. It's more important now than ever that we're using our imagination and creative play with our kids. So use this as a way to not only bond with your child and help them develop imagination and creative play, but to also try to avoid meltdowns and temper tantrums. So if you've never done this kind of play with your kid, well, practice it first in other times, and then see if you can use it in those moments where you want to try to distract them and get them engaged with you instead of having that temper tantrum. Let me know if it works for you. It works for me. It's worked for a lot of the clients who I've suggested it to in the past, and I'd love to hear from you too. So I hope this helps, and I will see you soon.